how are you feeling after all of that? Now they've probably had the chance to digest it a little bit.
No, I mean, it's obviously a great feeling. It's something that we wanted to accomplish when this competition started. But it wasn't easy. There were many tough games we had to play, especially on road. But to come out with the trophy and also to be unbeaten in the whole Champions League, I think that says a lot about us as a group. So I said that before the Wednesday's game. Many players were involved in order for us to get to the final. So everybody played their part, and yeah, I think that's how you win trophies. You need everybody. You need more than 11 players.
You with the tough thing, outside of this is JP. How did you guys handle that in the locker room at halftime, and how are you handling that now? That complexity of it.
Yeah, I don't think many players, and especially me, we weren't told what the injury was when it happened. I saw him going off on a stretcher, and at first I thought it was something with his ankle. So until really the game was done and I saw him on crutches, I didn't know that his injury was a knee. So during the game, yeah, there wasn't much thought about it. Same as with Nuhu, we knew he had a dead leg, but we didn't know exactly how bad it is. Obviously, after the game when we were told, then we started to realize how long he will be out for, and we're gonna miss him for sure because he's a key player for us. So yeah, I mean it's a tough situation. It must be tough for him as well to be in that situation. But we'll be there for him every day, and hopefully his recovery goes well, and he'll be back soon.
You guys had moments where you've had to, different times where, like you're saying, you've had different players come in, and so obviously you've had different players come and play in the middle. How do you think that affects maybe even your role now, as far as in games, or how do you kind of approach that kind of part of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think my role is different than what it was at RSL here, and I accepted it. I like to play in the middle, and I like to be that kind of connection between us having the ball at the back and then progressing the ball forward. So I'm happy with it, and as I played most of the games with JP, probably for some time now it won't be JP. It'll be Obed or Josh, Danny, Kellen. So there'll be someone else that will step into that role. But all those guys I just mentioned, they're all great players. So it'll be about them just kind of getting games, I guess, more and more games with the rest of the guys, and then I'm not worried about that they will have to step into the role. I think they're all ready.
Right. Prior to this year, how much had you played in a deeper midfield spot like that?
Earlier this year.
Before this year, had you played in that spot much?
I played last year for RSL a couple of times as an 8, kind of. But there we had a lot more defensive players around me, especially in the middle. So I had kind of the only freedom to go forward from those midfielders. Yeah, I mean it's something I played in Holland. It's something I played in Holland for almost a year, and I felt comfortable there. I know there's more defensive responsibilities there than there is probably playing at 10, but I think I can do it.
When you had the conversation with Brian about moving into that spot, was it? What did you think of it? Were you open-minded? Were you reluctant?
No, I don't even think we had a conversation. I kind of feel it just happened. There'd be games where I started, especially earlier on in the season in Motagua. I would start on one side on the right, and then as the game progressed, then I kind of went back into the middle, and I think it suited the team. Honestly, it suited everyone. I think I felt more comfortable there, but I think we played also better when I came into the middle as opposed to where I was out wide. So it's just one of those things that happened, and I'm happy that it happened because it seems to work okay until now.
You were Brian had mentioned your calmness in the middle in the match against Wednesday,
yeah.
And so I mean as far as kind of settling everything. So can you talk a little bit about that from your perspective? Do you feel that you were that one in that second half?
Yeah, I feel like I'm one of the calmer ones on the field, especially when we have the possession of the ball. I think it's important within the team to find the balance, and I kind of, after being here a few months, I gotta a good idea of how each player plays individually and how we play as a team. And I think we have a lot of explosive guys in terms of, with the speed 100% running forward. Jordan and Christian, they run all game. Our fullbacks sprinting all game forward. So I think, with me being in the middle and kind of taking care of the ball and, making sure we don't lose it too easily, which will happen. We will lose the ball, but, the less time we do it, I feel like it will benefit us as a team. And then, we can expose other teams with that speed and power that we have.
How concerning is it that y'all are 26th in the standings with MLS and the goal of wanting to have to win well, at least maybe now make the playoffs? I don't know.
No, I think it's still early in the season. I think we played 7 games. I think there's 25 more to be played, so we're not even halfway there. Obviously, now the Champions League is over. There'll be less long trips to go on, and then kind of have to play a game and leave like two days before the game kind of thing. We're fully aware of the Open Cup that's coming, but it's different hosting an Open Cup here in Seattle than flying 5.5 hours to Mexico to play in the midweek. So I feel like we'll pick it up in the league, and it starts tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the league that we won't be in playoffs or anything. It will be hard work, but it won't be nothing harder than what we've done.
How hard is it for the team, you think, to turn the corner from Wednesday? Playing in front of all those fans and winning that trophy, and now you got to go to Frisco and play Dallas in a league game.
Yeah, I mean, when you play in an atmosphere like we played, for example, a week ago in Mexico and 2 days ago here, yeah, it's tough to then go to, stadiums where there's like 10,000 people. The atmosphere is not the same, but obviously we're professional enough to understand that, if you want that atmosphere again, then, we're going to have to make the playoffs and then make a run, because as closer you get to the trophy, then, not just here, but for all the other MLS teams, the fans will ultimately want to come out for playoffs more than for regular season. So that will be our goal. And yeah, we have to turn the page over with the Champions League. It's nice, we can remember it. We have pictures and everything, all that. But we're gonna have to kind of move on and focus on the league. That's the games are coming. Like we have a lot of games coming up in MLS. We play a couple less games than everyone else because of the Champions League. So we have to catch up.
You came here specifically to win trophies. It's got to feel pretty good to get that checked off the to-do list after just 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, because it was the first one that we could have won since my arrival. So I'm happy, that we have won it, and yeah, I think it's a perfect start to my career in Seattle.
And for you personally, how does it compare to winning the MLS Cup?
I don't know. I haven't won an MLS Cup. I don't know what that feels like, but ultimately they both must feel amazing. This MLS Cup is it's a lot longer run. It's a longer run to win an MLS Cup than it was to win Champions League. But as far as how tough it is, I think they're both tough to win. This one feels a little bit special right now because we're the first MLS team to do it. So winning MLS Cup is nothing new in Seattle. Winning CONCACAF was something new and is. So, our goal will be now to pick it up in MLS to get into the playoffs, and yeah, ultimately we will want to win the MLS Cup as well.